April is Confederate Heritage Month. To remind neo-Confederates and Lost Cause ass clowns what their heritage is, this page is executing a daily series throughout this entire month, commemorating anniversary events and honoring Southerners who remained loyal to the United States. If you're just coming across this post, make sure to follow the page, as we'll be upsetting neo-Confederates and Lost Cause bigots all month long. Kady Brownell was a veteran of the Civil War, born in 1842 in South Africa to a French mother and a Scotsman by the name of Colonel George Southwell. She was adopted and raised by an unidentified couple at an unspecified location. Details are scant, but ultimately the adopting couple and Kady moved to Rhode Island. Now I realize that this is Confederate Heritage Month, but since the right wing wants to hate immigrants, I'm covering another immigrant who was loyal to the United States because fuck your feelings, snowflakes. In the early 1860s, Kady Brownell met and fell in love with a man named Robert Brownell whilst working as a weaver in a textile mill. The two forged a deep bond, eventually living as husband and wife. However, their lives took a dramatic turn with the outbreak of the U.S. Civil War in 1861. Robert enlisted with the 1st Regiment Rhode Island Volunteer Infantry of the Union Army. Refusing to be separated from her new husband, Kady approached Rhode Island Governor William Sprague, who allowed Kady to accompany her husband into war. At a time when the idea of women in combat was unfathomable to most, she served openly alongside Robert after earning the respect of the soldiers and permission from the regiment's commanding officer, Ambrose Burnside, for whom the Sideburned is named. Colonel Burnside was so impressed by Kady that he made her a Daughter of the Regiment, whatever that means. She transcended traditional roles, going from vivandière, which was a support position typically available to women, to color bearer, a role steeped in valor and risk. Color bearers, or what we now call guidon bearers, are often responsible for rallying and guiding troops in battle. As was the case for them, Kady had to take a position at the front of the regiment, very much in harm's way. I can't stress how seriously badass it is, in many different ways, that Kady was a color bearer. It was essentially a de facto officer's position, sometimes formalized as ensign. If you remember the movie Glory, starring Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington, Cary Elwes, Morgan Freeman, the late Andre Braugher, who's notably from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. At the end of the movie, Denzel's character picks up the flag and rallies his fellow soldiers. This position was not only at the front of the regiment, but by carrying a big fucking banner, you're basically marking yourself as a huge target. Kady was an active combatant at the First Battle of Manassas, or Bull Run. She re-enlisted with her husband into the 5th Rhode Island Infantry, where she fought in the Battle of New Bern in 1862, which was an amphibious assault against fortified trader positions. Now, if you know anything about amphibious assaults, like Normandy, you can understand what they were up against. According to unit history, Kady saved the lives of a number of her fellow soldiers. Her unit emerged unexpectedly from a wooded area, and a number of friendly Union regiments immediately prepared to open fire. Kady ran forward into clear view, loudly waving her unit colors until the regiment's identity was made clear to surrounding regiments. Kady's military service was a groundbreaking challenge to the era's gender barriers, earning her the profound respect of her peers. After the war, in a testament to her service in that respect, Kady became the only woman to receive discharge papers from the Union Army. She was granted a pension and became a member of the Grand Army of the Republic, which was an organization of Union veterans. Now, admittedly, she only received an $8 per month pension compared to her husband's pension of $24 per month, because we still can't fucking figure out wage inequality and gender inequality. Kady passed away in 1915 at the age of 72. A reminder that the Confederacy were traitors who betrayed the United States and tried to destroy the Union out of spite. Reminder that heritage, not hate, is lost cause horseshit. A reminder, lost cause narrative is revisionist history bullshit. Reminder that the South seceded over slavery and economic factors tied to slavery. Also, reminder that the Confederacy is a bunch of traitors who lost, got their asses kicked, and were forced to beg to be readmitted into the Union. P.S. Your flag is a participation trophy. Admin Tim 316 says get fucked and die mad about it. Hashtag not sorry, not sorry.